Ex cheated and left me for another guy who later on just used her for says. Now I found out she regrets her decision and misses me. I mean, it's karma, right? We were struggling in the pandemic this year. He told her everything she wanted to hear, talking about giving her the luxurious life and thinking about going serious with her, using his fitness and looks to keep her chasing. However, the only time they ever meet is 2F says. She only sees him like once or twice a week. She's getting used and the things she craves, marriage to a wealthy athletic business owner daddy, are not going to come true. But she chose him over me, erroneously thinking she is making the right choice. After our breakup 17 days ago, my friend reaches out to her and found out she regrets her decision, and misses me. She won't say it because I told her I hope he was ducking worth it to her face when I found her text messages and let her confess the truth to me. She can't admit that she got played for says and ducked up a real loving relationship to be some other guy's 3rd/4th/5th choice. I feel sorry for her. I also get it, because I also got played by a girl many years ago, who told me everything I wanted to hear, used me and then tossed me aside. However, my trust is already destroyed. I understand the flaws we had in the relationship and everything I wasn't doing is what drove her to him. I can't just take her back after all this. I don't hate her or him anymore, but I just wish she wasn't so gullible, stupid and desperate. She bet all her chips on a future with him instead of me, and ended up losing. Well, if you take her back and someone else dangles glitter, she's gone again. Lol, haha, this made me smile. Thanks for sharing. I've been learning to laugh at it too. When my heart yearns for her, I want to forgive her and take her back this month, but that yearning goes away when I remember that she fell in love with an obvious player and tricked herself into thinking she could tie him down and be his wife. She was cheating on me with him for a while, never letting it register in her mind that maybe a guy she met on FetLife for pair off wasn't her soulmate. Oh well. Let her accept the consequences. When she reaches out and wants me back, I'll direct her back to him. Let's be real, it can be hard to see someone you cared for being used or hurt. However, she made her choices, let her suffer the consequences. She only now regrets her decision because things didn't work out the way she hoped they would. If he would have committed to her and taken her, and she would have quickly forgotten you ever existed. Just move on, don't look back. Comment, my thoughts, if he was truly rich, she wouldn't think of you. I would also suggest, respectfully, do not seek info about her or entertain info. It will bring you back to this moment. Gold digger? Don't worry, she's the kind of girl who will lie to you and be having sex with a married boss believing he will leave his wife and family for her. Stay away from her, please. She is bad news and you know it. Sounds like there are no children involved and you are not married to her. Go and see and never ever see or talk to her again. Go find a woman worthy of you. Caught my so using FetLife, shaking my head. Believe I said hope they were worth it as well. Hope you find healing, heart, everything that happened to her, she deserved. Simple as that. By the time she was getting used and mistreated, she was already elbow deep in betraying you. She was never yours. Yes indeed. When I was younger, I used to like debating girls and the topic of them falling for players and sweet talkers. They are all chasing some mirage, something that doesn't exist, and when it doesn't work, all of us are pigs. Your ex will regret that. She is already, but the regret will get to her more and more. The what ifs. What if I didn't break what we had? What if I didn't cheat? I've always presented my female friends with the bad choices they did for themselves to show them that all of this I because of themselves. Work on you. The rest will follow. Work on becoming an outstanding version of who you are now. Her regrets will get worse than now. She made her choice. Dude did you a favor. She was looking for a meal ticket. Oh, I would actually call her up and ask her, hey, I know you're busy with, insert AP name, not going to keep you long. But, do you remember the pretty female's name? Would you happen to have her number? I want to take her to place, and can't find her number. That would eat her ass up inside. One thing about women is their inherent insecurity when they know they messed up and a man's ability to move on and replace them. Stay no contact with her. Even knowing all this, you won't get good closure. It's nice to have a little revenge, but it doesn't make you feel that much better. Go no contact and grieve best you can and live a more fulfilling life. She wants to come over for Christmas with me and our mutual friends who I'm staying with. I'm not sure if it's petty or makes me look bad to tell her I don't want her over. It's the smartest thing you'll do for yourself to say no. The only reason she wants is because her first choice said no. You deserve to be more than someone's second choice. If you want to be truly happy again in life, live a fulfilling life without her. This isn't the rekindling of a great romance because she got rejected while cheating on you. It's confirmation that there's nothing worth saving. And you can't be her friend due to the history and feelings. Stay no contact. Block everywhere. Don't entertain any conversations with her because they delay your healing and finding happiness in a more respectful relationship. I let them know I don't want her to come over, but our mutual friend isn't going to tell her until a day before Christmas. She can spend Christmas with Mr. Moneybags if she loved him so much, LOL. Stay strong and be sure your friend has your back. The sad reality is some friends try hard to take both sides and you're forced to cut them out completely. She'll never admit her faults/errors. Pride is a dangerous thing. But if someone is so easily fooled and capable of throwing away something meaningful for something meaningless, you're better off. Stay strong in the short term and you'll flourish one day in the long term and look back on this as a blessing. She's realizing that grass is greener but it will never be hers. I'll grow my grass nice and tall so she can't jump back. Wife constantly accused me of cheating but then cheated on me with the same guy who gave her sister an STD. I was with my wife for a total of 6 years if you include the time before we were married. About 1 year into our relationship she started accusing me of cheating. What's strange is she had no legitimate reason to think I was. So at around the 6.5-year mark of being together she went out with her sister and I stayed home with the kids. She didn't return home till 4:30 a.m. and bars close at 2 a.m. She made it very clear she didn't care what I thought and continued this behavior for the next few weeks. I finally had enough and left. About a week later she asked to talk and apologized. She adamantly denied having cheated. Eventually she confessed. The guy she cheated with was known to get around and my wife knew this. The guy had a fiancé and newborn baby and my wife knew this. The guy was having sex with other women including my wife's sister and she knew this. The guy also made it very clear he had no interest in anything but sex. The way things ended was my wife just stopped texting the guy and he never even bothered to contact her and ask why. Basically his behavior made it clear she meant nothing to him. The sex was in the back seat of her car and another woman told me the guy had a very small tool. Don't ask how this info made its way to me. My point in saying this is that the sex couldn't have been great. The guy also ended up giving my wife's sister an STD. My wife constantly accused me of pairing off with random women and that these women knew I was with someone. She doesn't seem ashamed or disgusted by anything she did here. She's given no reason as to why she did this. I'm just curious if a female might be able to provide an explanation of some sort. Female here. We don't all think the same? Cheating isn't gendered. She's just a bee. As a man, I really appreciate this comment. Why do you call her your wife and not soon to be ex-wife? Haha, true. Habit, I suppose. I don't think it's a female explanation but more a human nature one. Accusing the other person of doing what it is you are doing, or wish to be doing, and no one's looking at you. It also gives you an excuse to go ahead and do something you know to be wrong because, well, they're doing it too. So, she might have been stepping out for a while or wanting to. She also might have known about other people cheating on their SOs and transferred that onto you and your relationship. Whatever the reason, or rather the excuse, and there are tons of them, it doesn't matter. She's made her decision and instead of working on the relationship, she chose to betray it. I wouldn't spend my time chasing an explanation that will never fully come or fully explain why she did what she did. It will never satisfy you. Just concentrate on the things/people that do. I don't think it has anything to do with gender more than it has to do with your wife just being a crap person in general, no disrespect to you. If she's willing to throw away your marriage that callously, then you may have dodged a lifetime bullet of pain and regret. Worldwide comments of the day. I've had so many friends that have talked about this mysterious code. I find it disgusting that I am expected to hold carnal knowledge of something at the direct expense of someone else, even if I do not know them. News flash, your guy/girl code doesn't matter to me at all. Only my code matters. If you attempt to make me be dishonest because I am your friend, then you are not honest and you are not my friend. Nothing of value to me is lost. I don't know about others, but the bro code that I live by states that if I catch my bro's girlfriend stepping out on him, I am honor bound tell him. When they use terms like girl code and bro code, it displays a lack of maturity. Red flag. She did the right thing by telling the truth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.